I have very mixed views when it comes to goal setting. Yes, it can be an incredible tool that help you achieve what it is that you want to achieve, but I always question why you want to achieve something in the first place. Is it reflective of your true self, of your authenticity, of where it is that you want your life to be and what it is that you want to stand for? And I've seen it in my own personal experience. There's been times when I have been so unhappy and I have set these goals and I've wiped them. I've completely achieved what I set out to achieve, experienced a type of ephemeral happiness, but very quickly reverted back to where I was. There was no sense of equanimity or true satisfaction or contentment. I was kind of left with this, okay, well, what now sort of feeling, you know? And I think as so many people experience the same thing, they feel like as if they have some sort of internal void or emptiness, and that somehow if they achieve an external thing that it's going to fill that void for them, or they're going to feel, you know, long lasting happiness and success, and their life will somehow look different. However, the reality is oftentimes that void is the result of a wound that needs to be addressed and needs to be healed. You know, a lot of us carry with us pain from our past, and it impacts on our overall enjoyment of life. And as long as we deny it or suppress it or try to avoid dealing with it, whether it be through setting goals or, you know, kind of setting all of these achievements for ourselves, we will continue to experience a type of unhappiness. What we need to do instead is create an awareness of all of the aspects of ourself, including the sad parts, including the darker parts, and find acceptance of it. And this can be done through developing a meditative practice, working with a counselor or a therapist, and just getting in touch with your true self, what it is that you want your life to look like, as opposed to what it is that you think your life should look like, and then putting the things in place that will help get you there. And oftentimes these aren't externally based. It's about developing things like self-compassion. It's about developing curiosity with the self, curiosity about the world around you, curiosity about other people, finding tolerance, forgiveness, patience and kindness, and expressing that to both yourself and other people. And I think this is what the whole idea is when it comes to developing a spiritual practice. A lot of people kind of throw the word around the place and they feel, oh, you know, if I meditate for 10 minutes a day, that's sufficient. However, you need to be trying to extrapolate your practice in everything that you do throughout the day. So in other words, show kindness and compassion even to the people that you don't particularly like all that much, or the people who are pissing you off. Because ultimately, when you're carrying around negative feeling, when you always feel like as if other people are judging you or other people are out to get you, you're always going to feel unhappy. And people who struggle with their mental health tend to carry this mindset. They have a negative concept of themselves. They have a negative concept of other people. They have a negative concept of their environment and of what the future holds. So all in all, you're carrying around this sense of self-loathing, assuming that others don't like you, assuming that you don't like others, and then assuming that the future is bleak. And that's not a great way to go about life. However, it's not permanent. It is something that can be worked on. And again, it's about kind of getting out of your head and coming down into your heart, finding a way to tap into what your true, authentic, emotional experience is, whilst also being aware of the stories that you tell yourself, you know, the self-limiting beliefs that you carry around with you on a day-to-day basis, which don't help you connect with yourself or connect with other people. And unfortunately, just by the sheer lottery that is life and genetics and past experiences, some of us are more likely to experience this type of mindset than others and have to work that much harder at trying to bring themselves into a more positive mindset, working on self-acceptance, working on self-awareness, working on making their life a fulfilling place to be. However, that doesn't mean that you're a write-off. I mean, literally, this is the sort of work that can bring your soul to life. I mean, oftentimes it's people who have struggled the most adversity who come out the other side a stronger person, who are more self-aware, more self-accepting, and more benevolent in the way that they deal with other people. So there's a lot of gifts there as well if you can just manage to get the help that it is that you need in order to create the life it is that you deserve. If this is something that you would like to work with me on in the new year, get in touch with me on the website. It's fundamentals.ie.